Drugs.
Good. And on the drugs, we have a sub-topic. What is that?
Helpful drugs.
Good. So before we go on to that, I have a little brain teaser. And then you have to listen, and I'm going to say it, and then you're going to say what you think it is. Alright? Now, there was a man who used to be all over the place, here and there, eating things from the garbage, and doing all kinds of things. What do you think causes that?
By using cocaine.
By using cocaine, okay. Anybody else? What do you think causes that to happen to the person?
By using cigarettes.
Cigarettes, okay. Yes, Jolie?
He smokes and buys rum and all his money can finish.
Okay. Anybody else or anything thinking of that scenario? Yes, Carly?
Use harmful drugs.
It's harmful drugs, okay. Good, so we had some brilliant ideas, right, coming out from that. Yes, drugs lead up to those things. Do you think that drug was good? No, the drug wasn't good. So right there and then you know that they are drugs that is harmful as well as
Helpful.
good. When you are sick, what do you use?
Helpful drugs.
Very good. So you must know, before anything else, you must know what is a drug. Anybody think they know what is a drug? Yes, Annalie, tell the class.
A drug is a substance or chemical that changes how your body works.
Very good, isn't that so? Yes, that is very good. Show some love to Annalie. Good, yes, that is the exact definition for drug. It is something that helps our body. It's also a chemical, right? It is also a chemical. So, brilliant idea coming out from Annalie here, right? So that is the definition of a drug. Now I have two charts here showing the definition for drug, right? So you are going to read and tell me. Anyway, Annalie bring out a very good point here. So here we have it on the paper. Let's read what are drugs.
Drug is a substance or chemical that changes how the body works.
Very good. So that is the definition of a drug. It is a substance or chemical. It changes also how the body works. Right now, let's see if you are getting a headache. Do you know of anything that you can use and the headache would eventually go away?
Yes.
Yes, let me hear.
Panadol.
Panadol, good.
Panadol syrup.
Panadol syrup. Yes, Virgil, you were saying something? Yes, so Panadol helps, right? It helps to cool down the headache. It changes, that change takes place in your body. Alright, we cannot see that changes, but after some time you feel the headache is no more there. Isn't that so?
Yes, miss.
Yes. So that's the definition there for drug. Now let's continue reading from here.
Here are useful and harmful drugs.
Good, let's read what useful drugs now.
Useful drugs are used to treat diseases and help the body to work better.
To work better. Good, so let's continue reading here.
Some useful drugs must be administered by a doctor. Other can be brought over the counter.
Good, so here we have drugs can be useful or some good medicine in the wrong way, or we would say in the bad way, or they put it to bad uses, right? You ever hear persons drinking like 15 to 16 tablets and something happened to them?
Yes, miss.
Persons do that sometimes when they want to commit suicide, right? They will drink useful tablets, but they drink more than what they should not drink. Alright, do you think that is good?
No, miss.
No, that's not good. Alright, so drugs can be harmful as well as
Useful.
good. And today we are going to look at useful drugs, or we say helpful drugs, right? Drugs that are going to help us. Do you think you know of any of those drugs? Yes, Vashti? Panadol syrup. Anybody else? Yes, Dini? Panadol tablet. Anybody else? Yes, Sharu? Cold medicine. Yes? Vicks. Good. So here we have I have some things on my table. We have here, this is a gel, and it's a diclofenac gel. It is something that you can rub. Alright, if you have pain, use it to rub. Now, can you drink this?
No, miss.
No, so it's a form of a rubbing cream, right? It's not is it a liquid?
No, miss.
No, it's not liquid, right? So here we have a very useful drug, right? This is one here, a useful drug. Now we also have this one here. What is this called? This here is a Panadol syrup, right? It's in a liquid form. It's in a bottle. And what do you think we're going to drink this for?
Cold.
Cold and flu, you sure?
Fever.
Headache and fever. Remember it says Panadol, right? So it's not the tablet now, it's in the liquid form. So this also helps to relieve pain, right? But it is in the liquid form, and you can drink this. But beside that, the doctor can also tell you how much you have to drink. If you go to the hospital, they are going to say, Virgil, you have to drink half teaspoon or 1 teaspoon, and so on, right? So can we rub this?
No, miss.
Good, so it's a liquid form, right? So we have here the Panadol syrup. Now we have this one here. What do you think is this now?
A gel.
It is a gel, and this also good to rub. So it's a form of a helpful medicine. Right? When we get old, all of these we would have in our house. You know, all the old people, they would have a lot of pain, rub and all those things.
Yes, miss.
Good. So when we get old, the same thing we're going to use. So it's a form of a rubbing medicine again, right? And do you think it is harmful or helpful?
Helpful.
It is helpful. It's going to help us when we rub it. But do you think if we drink this or eat this, you think it's going to help us?
No, miss.
No, it's going to cause harm to our own body. Alright? But so we also have this here. What do you think is this now? Chilling oil, right? And this also is a form of a helpful medicine. What do you think it helps us to do? Flu, right? Most times persons, you know, like when you get flu, you know, stuffy and you can't breathe properly. Persons will put a little bit something to their nose, or if you're coughing, and they will put a little bit to their tongue, alright? So this also is very helpful, right? Good, and then we have this one here. Vicks, right? Or we say vapor rub. So this also is a helpful one. It helps us for pain and so on, and flu, we can use them, right? But so we also have this one here. What do you think is this now?
Bandage.
Bandage. What do you think we use this for?
Like if you get caught with bandage.
Good, if you put caught, like persons, if you sprain your foot and those things, persons would normally use these, right? And then we have a piece here, what I have in my hand. What do you think is this now?
Panadol.
It is a Panadol, right? It's half of the card that I have here. So this also, what do you think? Is it a liquid or something that is not liquid.
Something that is not only liquid.
But is it for rub or drink?
Drink.
It is a drinking tablet one, right? And this is the one we say it helps or yes, eases pain and so on, right? Good. Then we have this one here. What do you think is this now?
Injection.
It is an injection, it's a needle, but this doesn't have anything. But when they are injecting you, they use this here, and they have another little bottle with the substance. They put it in here, and then where they put it,
Like on your hands.
they give you vaccine using this, right?
So like when you get saline.
Or when you get in saline, they would normally bore your hand or they bore your buttocks or something, right? Persons get bore different parts for different things, but this is what they use, right? It would hurt you. Some of you might scream and holler, but then when the treatment goes into your body, it helps you. Think you understand?
Yes, miss.
Well, then I have this one here, a little bottle. It's kind of spray. What do you think we use this for now?
Like when you're spraying your face spray.
Spray on the arm?
No, yes.
Alright, yeah, this here is a form of a spray. When you get, if your ankle or your hand or any part get damaged, you just spray this onto it and then it pulls out that pain, and after some time the pain is gone. Right? So it's a very good medicine. This here is very good. I know footballers always have this in their bag. Right? Then we have this here. Mosquito spray, right? Why you say it's a mosquito spray? Because there's a mosquito, right? The name is a shoe, not my shoe, right? It is a shoe. Good. So, not the teacher's shoe, right? What do you think we can use that for now?
Like in the night when mosquitoes.
Well, when there are lots of mosquito, you can spray this on your skin and rub it, and the mosquito will not bite you. But all of these, in the end, they are helpful drugs. And we have this one here. Finally, what do you think is this one?
Plaster. But when you get cut with a kiss on it.
Good. So these are plasters, right? This also is a helpful drug. Do you think we can drink this?
No,
Do
miss.
you think we can rub this?
No, miss.
No, we cannot rub, but we can taste or cut or whatever we get, right? Is it helpful?
Yes, miss.
Yes, they are. All of them are very helpful. Alright, so good. So on this chart now I have here, so the same thing that I show you there is the same thing I have on this chart here. Let us read what we have on this chart. From here, we have, it says order can be brought over the counter. And we have in bracket here, OTC means the same as order or brought over the counter. It simply means you can go to the pharmacy and buy some drugs, right? The doctor would not prescribe that to you, but you can go to the pharmacy and say, I would like to have 3 cards of Panadol that's over the counter drugs. Think you understand?
Yes.
And then we could go to the hospital when we are sick, and then they would give us like this, and they would say, Vashni, you have to take 3 teaspoons of those. So that is what the doctor prescribed to you. Think you understand the difference between the two now?
Yes, miss.
Over the counter and then when you go to the doctor?
Yes, miss.
Good. So, at the pharmacy without the doctor's prescription. Right? That's the one I just explained here for you. Let's read here. Examples of useful drugs.
Examples of useful drugs include
Painkillers,
cold, medicine, inhalers,
antibiotics, antifungal cream, and vaccines. So all of these are examples of helpful drugs. And some of them you see there just now, isn't that so? Painkillers would be like the Panadol, cold and flu. We can use the Panadol syrup. And we have others, right? We have inhalers. You ever see an inhaler?
Yes, Miss.
Like persons when they're asthmatic, they will the doctor, or you can go to the pharmacy and you buy an inhaler and you can either spray it in your mouth and after some time it helps you as well, right? So that is an inhaler. And then they have some other little ones that you normally put to your nose and smell. It's kind of similar to the Vicks or the chilling oil, right? Then we have antibiotics, which is like a capsule. You ever see those capsules, red and black capsules and so on?
Yes, Miss.
Yes, for the doctor is also giving you that when you go. It depends on your sickness that you have, right? We have antifungal creams that you would use to rub and so on, right? Different things, they will give you different cream. Like this one here is a Dipro cream. You use it to rub. Alright, so we also have vaccines. And you will get, we had like COVID vaccine. Recently some children, they got the HPV vaccine, right? That goes into your skin and it goes up into your body. So we have here useful drugs may be taken in different forms. Here are the different ways we can use drugs. How we can use them? By
Drinking,
good,
inhaling,
inhaling,
rubbing cream,
and injections. Alright, so we can drink medicine, we can also inhale it, we can also rub it on our skin and our foot, and we can also get it in our skin, in our body. They inject it into our body, right? Drugs also go there. All of them, they are, what do you think, harmful or helpful?
helpful,
So they are helpful drugs, right? So do you think you understand now what are helpful drugs?
yes, Miss.
Good. So what I want you to do, I'm going to give you into your two groups, I'm going to give you a chart. You're going to write at the top of your chart if you can drink it or if you can rub it. Right? So we can write rubbing and drinking. Right? So you look for the ones that we could drink and the ones that we rub on our skin. And you paste it under the direct heading. Think you understand what you have to do?
Yes, Miss.
Good. So when you finish that, you would have to present it to the class what you did. So you can start drawing up your heading. So you paste in the pictures under the direct heading that I gave you, right? Now look carefully because there are some drugs that might not be, should be there. Right? You can call the pictures. Look carefully and see if the drug should be there.
So much. You put harmful, you put good drugs in the 44th one.
Just put mark two column, one for drinking and the other one for rubbing.
What you can put in good harmful, then you can put in good drugs, and put in harmful one.
Not harmful and helpful, we're looking at that. But I gave you some pictures there that would not be. You look carefully and see if you gotta put it there or not. Alright? Good, but you have to see. I just gave you those pictures. You gotta know now which one to put there or which one not to put there. Look. Just put one here drinking and the other one rubbing.
Watch this. Put it right here.
Just put the paper into half.
That's the babies.
This is drinking.
No, this one is not for drinking. This is for steam. Injection.
Draw it and then write it quickly, right? Yes, you could just cut out the picture. Don't look for the whole big picture.
No, marker.
I pushed on the button first. Because we don't like the button.
No, we can't change it. Should we change it?
Change the line and it
Use one marker. Because we can color it something like this.
With all the paper all split into half, please do your work neat. So remember, one person would have to go outside and present what you did in your group, right? Now note carefully, so there are other pictures that I gave you, so you have to look carefully at it to see if it is the right one to go there. Alright? So we're going to see which group is going to finish first. Alright? Which group is going to be neat? This is group A and this is group B, right? So you can write that on your chart. Group A and group B. Well, leave it. Leave the rest. Yeah, finish. Just the one square of it. What? By now you're supposed to finish, isn't that so? Let's pick them. Put them in. This thing is drink, this thing here is cooking. This is over there. Good, this group A is finished, okay? Yes, like I said before, you have to be careful of the pictures I gave you. Some of them should not be there, right? So you have to look carefully to see which one should be there and which one should not be there. Think you understand?
Yes.
All right, so group B, are you finished?
Yes, Miss.
All right, so let's look at group A. Two persons gonna hold the paper and one person's gonna present what you did. All right? Go in front of the class. So let's listen to group A. Who's presenting? Go quickly, David. Okay, what are the names? What do you have on the heading?
This is Robin.
Good. And what you have there? You have a cream. It looks like a cream, isn't that so?
Yes.
But then the other one is what?
Drinking.
Good. And you have different medicine there for drinking. Good. Good. So let's show some love for the group. Good. Let's welcome group B now. Let's hear what they had in their group. All right, let's listen to group B. Pay attention.
This is Robin. We have a cream. We have two cream. This is drinking. Have some tablets here.
All is tablet.
No, this is to drink, and this is to drink, and this is like a tablet, and this is
Very good. So before you go there, all is drinking, yes, but we have some ones that are in the liquid form. Isn't that so?
yes.
Yes. Very good. So let us show some love for group B. Good. So in all throughout the group, you have to do rubbing cream, medicine that or drugs that we use to rub our skin, and drugs that we use to drink, right? It can either be in the tablet form or it can also be in the liquid form like this one here. We have the Panadol, the Chloroform, and then we have this one here. Alright, so this is in the liquid form, and then we have the rubbing cream or cream that we rub. And in the lesson when I show you those, we have creams there. Isn't that so?
Yes.
Well, so also of the group you did excellent. You're well done. Now, I want you to say what you learned from this lesson. So let me hear. I'm not going to call names, but I want to hear from each group what you learned from this lesson. Okay, let me hear. Speak loudly.
I learned about medicines, different medicines.
Very good. Show some love to Sherry. Oh, yes, let's hear Jolie.
I learned about drugs.
Okay. Can you name one?
Panadol.
Panadol. Good, very good. Somebody else. Yes, Vashti, let's hear what you learned.
I learned that some drugs are liquid while some are solid.
Good, very good. She learned that drugs can either be solid or liquid. Excellent. Good, next person. Yes?
Some are useful and some are not useful drugs.
Good, very good. Some might be useful and some mightn't be useful, or we say harmful and helpful, right? In our next lesson, we are going to look at harmful drugs. Good, next person. Let's hear what you learned. Everybody should learn something. Yes?
I learned about helpful drugs.
Helpful drugs. Good. Next person. Anybody else?
Some drugs used to be drink and some used to be rubbing.
Good. Some drugs we can rub and some we can want to say anything? All right, so yeah, so in closing our lesson, we learned today about the definition of drugs. You learned that, you know, and we look at the helpful drugs. And those drugs can be either, we can use it in the form of, like Vashti says, solid or liquid. It can also be injected into our skin, in our body. It can also be rubbing on our skin. Right? So, yes, so that is what our lesson was about today, and which you learned was very good. Right? So, that's the end of our lesson. In our next lesson, we are going to look at the harmful drugs. Alright, so that's it for today.